So I'm here in Daphne, Alabama, right between Mobile, Alabama and Fairhope. So I'm with my good friend Stretch from the Triple D Joint Grinders, Kansas City. He's the one helping with directions. Anyhow, we're looking for this restaurant where the chef, he went to culinary school, he studied in Paris, he's been all over, and now he's serving it up on a plate down here. This guy, hey, Magellan, how we looking?
We're there, we're close, I know we are. Is that an 86 or 98?
We've been here for a while. This is Southwood Kitchen, let's go.
See, I told you I'd get us here.
Frank's Red Hot Chicken, pick it up, please.
The best definition for Southwood Kitchen is fine dining in a casual atmosphere.
Pork belly down.
The menu they bring here, Jeremiah puts his own unique twist to it. The combinations are great.
That's because Jeremiah Matthews brought it all when it came to creating his menu, from French fare to Southern comfort. Is it Southern French food? Is it Southern with a chefed-up twist?
French-inspired global Southern cuisine, if you will.
Hear that all the time.
Spin the globe. And...
Yeah, spin it and pick a spot.
If you want to cook it and you like it, you'll put it on the menu?
There you go.
Okay, good talk.
French dip. It's hard to make a French dip that stands out, but this one, it absolutely does.
What are we making today?
Wagyu French dip.
I'm a French dip guy, so bring it. Starting off with
The rub for the Wagyu.
salt,
Fresh ground black pepper, granulated garlic, granulated onion,
onion.
oregano, a little bit of thyme.
So the dry rub onto this,
We're gonna sear them on the flat top.
Got it.
We're gonna finish them in a 250-degree oven for about an hour.
low and slow to medium rare. Come out, let it cool, slice it. Okay, chef, next up.
Mushroom onion confit. We're gonna start with a little clarified butter, mushrooms, onions.
That's your French influence coming through.
It is. A little bit of fresh chopped garlic.
Just gonna let this caramelize down.
This typically goes for about an hour to an hour and a half. All right, next up, au jus. Start with our trimmings from the eye of round mushrooms, carrots, onions.
And some water. Are you gonna use any pan drippings off the roast?
We sure do. But yeah, this guy will roll a couple hours, strain him, got a nice, dark, flavorful au jus.
What are we serving this with?
French baguette,
May we?
toast him off, the Wagyu, a little bit of onion and mushroom confit, provolone cheese, melt it, put it together.
That looks more hoagie roll than baguette-ish.
It's French hoagie.
French hoagie.
Then it goes the au jus. Horseradish aioli, mayo, horseradish, and Worcestershire. You get exactly how much you want on there.
Right, that's exactly. Stretch.
You know, I'm not a mushroom guy, but they blend really nice.
You're a fun guy.
I appreciate that.
That's dynamite on a lot of different levels. The meat's cooked perfectly. Love the mushrooms inside of it. And the right amount of the saltiness from the provolone. Not trying to do too many things to it. Short, simple, to the point. Speaking of which,
It's fantastic.
that's a high-level French dip.
I appreciate it. Bring it over, 2 French dips.
The biggest difference for the French dip here is the cut of the meat. The tenderness of the Wagyu is really good.
The meat with the mushrooms, the onions, the cheese just kind of all fits together perfectly. The au jus is so savory.
So roasted salmon?
Jeremiah locally sources the fish, the vegetables, and everything just is next level.
Heirloom carrots.
So he's making the menu seasonally.
Absolutely.
He's making the menu with really no concept of one type of cuisine.
Right. Bone marrow burger? A lot of the things you see on the menu are like, man, that's interesting or even strange or weird, but when it comes together, it's just mouthwatering and blows you away.
Pork shank.
I got the pork shank, and it is absolutely fabulous.
You literally touch it with your fork and everything just falls apart.
Now we're into pork shank.
Carbureted pork shank.
How are we gonna cure them?
Simple salt and pepper. All sides good and coated. These go back in the cooler for 24 hours, then we'll sear them on the flat top.
All right, on the flat top.
Yeah, flat top
Okay.
gets a workout here.
Yes, it does.
Now we're gonna go for the braise.
What's in the braising liquid?
Onions, carrots, whole garlic.
Ginger.
Yep.
I like that.
Soy sauce, red wine, thyme, and rosemary.
Water.
Yep.
And foil wrap this, and how long we going down?
We're gonna go 250, about 3.5 to 4 hours. We pull them out of the oven, chills in his own juices overnight.
Okay.
Toss them in Wonder flour.
Why Wonder versus just AP?
It gets extra crispy.
Okay, because it's got the cornstarch.
And then it goes in deep fryer, 6 minutes.
Is there a sauce that's gonna go on this?
Love sauce.
No, I do. I love sauce.
Start with rendered down bacon, little yellow onion, chicken feet,
Anytime there's a chicken foot involved, I am excited.
little ham hock, sherry wine, water, and the braising liquid from the shanks. This guy's gonna roll for like 2 days.
Really? Love it. All right, chef, let's talk about this.
Our take on a gremolata.
All right.
Pork rinds, fry them off fresh, process them in the food processor. Lime zest, lemon zest,
Lots of it.
parsley. Just a touch of oil, just enough to make it all stick together.
What are we serving this with?
Robuchon potatoes, some heirloom carrots.
Robuchon potatoes.
Yeah, fancy French mashed potatoes.
Oh, oh, oh.
Yukon Gold potatoes. After the steamer, they go into the mill. Lots of butter, milk, lots of horseradish. Heirloom carrots and peas. Little shank
Look at
right
that.
there.
Ooh, the love sauce.
This is ridiculous.
That is tender.
Capital T tender.
You take a pork shank and elevate it with the potatoes, with the love sauce, bring in the chicken feet and getting all that collagen. I mean, it's so rich and silky and not fatty, but unctuous.
It's got all your travel and experiences all wrapped into that dish.
Delicious.
Karabuta pork shank.
Very savory, very rich flavor. This horseradish mashed potatoes is like a perfect complement.
The sauce is light and it married well with all the other flavors. It's outstanding.
Picking up scallops.
Really chefed up.
This food can be served anywhere, white tablecloth or not.
I agree.
Order up, runner, please.
This is kind of like sitting down with some explorer friend and looking at their photo albums of adventures. That's what the menu tastes like. Delicious.